Hey everybody, it is Michaelville here with another video. And in today's video, I just kind of want to look at some pictures and stuff and kind of just talk to you guys, kind of chill out. Why you may ask is that as I'm filming this video, it is July 23rd, and I'm planning on getting it posted on July 23rd too. Tomorrow is July 21st, and on July 21st, I lost my brother, David Ville, to cancer. And he passed away on in 2021, and it's been, now it's been like, it's gonna be 2 years now, it's still hard, to deal with it and deal with the fact, that I lost my brother, and it's hard to talk about, like, obviously, some of you might be like, well, you got perks out of it, right? Well, I guess I kind of did, because in a way, since he passed, I have fun times. If he didn't pass, I wouldn't have fun times. But then, too, I would be working at fun times, because you guys know I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I was a handyman, I drove semi-trucks, I was a bus driver, I drove a garbage truck. But then I was the manager at Fun Times for like 2 months before he passed. And when he passed, then the second he passed, because it was in his will that it would be passed down to me. So pretty much the second he passed away, it was mine. So I had it, and I had to do something with it. Didn't want to just give it away or give it to someone else in the Ville family, so I just decided, you know what, I'll give this a shot. So I did, and I'm still running it now, and it is a lot of work. But yeah, so in this video, I'm kind of just going to go through some photos. They're not all the photos I have, and they're not just photos of him, as you might just think, because I just brought him up about him passing away tomorrow. They're all going to be photos of him and me, and photos of us and our family. But there's also just going to be photos of me and stuff, and my parents. And these are not all the photos I have. This is just a little album. If you guys like this video, maybe I can do more videos like this, and I show pictures off. This one just has a lot of pictures in it of work-related stuff, and things with my dad and my mom. And another thing I will say before we start looking into pictures is that my dad, David Ville, his name is David Ville too, he was the original owner of Fun Times, if you didn't know that, because he's the one that started Fun Times in 1982, and he is 97 right now. And the reason he retired, because he didn't retire until like he was 95. And then my brother took over. So yeah, my brother only ran Fun Times for around a year, and then I got it after he passed. But my dad owned Fun Times and worked at it until he was like 95, and then he had a stroke, ended up in a wheelchair, and then he finally decided to retire. And even after that, he still wanted to go back to work, and it was a whole thing of us having to tell him that he's done, he needs to stop. And eventually we got him to realize that it's time for him to retire, and he finally, it's like, oh, maybe I really should retire. So it kind of worked out in that sense, that he's like, yeah, maybe I should retire. And he did. And then my brother got Fun Times. Then when he passed, then I got it. And now I still run it. But yeah. And these pictures are going to have pictures really kind of unrelated and related. Some of them will have him, some of them will have me and him, some of them will have me and our family, and some pictures of just work. So yeah, so let's get into it, I guess, and start looking at some photos. And I will gonna describe them all so you know what's going on. So first photo here, also these are actually random, in random order. I don't know what I'm looking at at first, you know. But this one is, maybe I'll get a laser out, you know. There we go, laser pointer. Boom. Show off the laser. So here's me. This was an old picture, so you're like, that's not you. This is me right here. I know, it's weird. It's weird, I know. Look at me now. Look at me now and look at me then. Now, then. Now, then. It's like, no, it's pretty weird. I pretty much look the same. Really, I just kind of, my hair is a little bit grayer now, but yeah. This was a while ago though, before my hair went gray. So this is me, this is my mom, and this is my dad, and this is my brother right here, Davidville. And this was a long time ago, like I said. It wasn't like long time ago, but it was a while ago, and you probably can tell we're all wearing polo shirts, you know, and we're matching. So me and my brother were wearing our blue ones, and then our parents wore white ones. We were all matching, you know, having fun like that, and we were at the polo club. And I know you guys are like, what's up with your smiles? You guys all look like you're dying. I know, right? Don't worry, not all our pictures look like we hate our lives or something, or we're depressed, but yeah. So now, since you guys saw a picture of my mom though in the first thing, we will bring her up because you're probably wondering, well, here's my dad, here's me, here's my brother, and here she is, but why she look like this? And that's kind of mean to say, but why is she this color, I guess? So, if you didn't know, and maybe I can do even a separate video if you guys are interested in that, is that my mom used to be a model, and then she also was a little bit of a singer. But then when she was modeling and singing, she was mainly a model. And then she was singing a little bit, here and there. Didn't sing as much as she started to later on in her life. She was actually in a laboratory, and for a kind of business trip for a model scenario type thing that she was going to be modeling, and she was actually in a science lab for it, and it kind of had an accident where it blew up. And because of that, she actually kind of lost her face, and she got chemical burns all over her body, and her face got really messed up. And in that time, then she went into a depressing time in her life for about 5 years of it, where she didn't leave the house, and she kind of just wanted to die. And she actually got to the point where she was going to kill herself, and she almost did. But obviously my dad was at home when she almost did it, and he stopped her from doing it. So for 10 years she locked herself away, but for 5 years she locked herself away and was depressed about her life and tried to kill herself. The other 5 years she started just trying to get out of it, but she still didn't leave the house. But she sang, was what she did. She was singing. She started singing more, and she was releasing albums. She just didn't sing in public. And then after 5 years she has albums out there, and people are loving her albums and stuff, she's like, well, if they love my singing, they should love what I look like. And obviously we have money, so she did get her she got a lot of stuff done, so she doesn't look as bad as she used to. And she really doesn't care as much. Obviously, people didn't want her to be their model anymore. but she didn't. So she gave up the modeling career and she went in to the singing career, and she became a singer. And now she's actually 95 right now, so she's not really singing, which she does sing at Fun Times, at my talent show at Fun Times every once in a while. She does do that, kind of sings, but she doesn't sing out in big performances. She doesn't travel to go sing like she used to. But, yeah. And now you're also wondering, well, this is a wig. You probably figured that. I said she's 95 and she's got this awesome blonde hair. Well, no, that's a wig. This is a wig. If you were wondering, that is a wig, so don't worry. She doesn't have, she has a wig on. Yeah, and you might be able to tell, look, where I got my awesome blue eyes from. My dad, I got my blue eyes from my dad. Then my brother's over here with brown eyes. So, yeah. So this is us. I'm trying to think of what year it was. It was like early 2000s, so, and we were at the Polo Club, so. Next photo. Oh. Okay, so this doesn't have me in it. This is actually recenter. Obviously, it was before 2021. It was about 2019, I think. So this is my brother. This is now obviously him older. He did get gray too. And then this is his wife, Debbie. And then this is, oh my gosh, I can't talk. So this is their son. They had their son, Jonas. This is Jonasville. This is my brother's son. And then this is my brother's son's wife, Avaville. And this was before he ran Fun Times, I think. This one, like, it might have been 2020. I can't remember, but this was at, like, a photo shoot. I do know that, like, a family photo shoot, so. And they just had them come in. And if you're wondering, too, because I brought up Summer a couple times in videos, this is Somerville's parents. So, yeah. And if you're wondering, too, let's just quick overcap with all of them. So, he's a vet. Jonasville is a veterinarian in Newberry, New York. And then Ava is the principal at Newberry High in Newberry, New York. And they have a great home and a great life. And if you're wondering, too, my brother and his wife, before he did own Fun Times, he was in the construction business. He was the top dog of a construction business, pretty much, and his wife, Debbie, was also in that, too, and she retired a little bit quicker because of her health went down a little bit. She didn't want to, really be in the construction business anymore, so she left, and he was doing it on his own. And then when Fun Times came around that someone needed to take it, he took it, and that he quit the construction. Then, even when he had cancer, he kept running Fun Times. I just helped him out a lot with being the manager. And, now he's gone. She's still alive, Debbie is. She has a hard time sometimes with his death, and I know tomorrow's going to be really hard for her, just like it's going to be for everyone. And yeah, so next picture, I guess. Okay, Fun Times, 1982 to 2019. So yeah, so this is my dad. You probably saw that because you already saw a picture of him, so now you know what he looks like, if you didn't know what he looked like already. So this is my dad. A thing Fun Times does, and I think there's more pictures like this, not all of them, because we opened in 82, so there's a picture like this from 82 all the way to now. I don't think they're all in here. And most of them just look like this because he ran them from 82 to like 2020. So he was the owner, so yeah. So this is just the thing. It's like a advertisement thing. Fun Times, 1982 to 2019. And then here's the owner. And here's another one. Okay, so I think So I knew there were a couple. So this is Fun Times 1982 to 2022. So here's my brother, and if you're wondering who this is Debbie Dawn. I think I brought her up before. I don't know. So she actually did a lot for the Ville family. She's actually 75 right now, and she actually babysat me and my brother when we were younger. She babysat us, and then when my dad was like, "Hey, I like was starting Fun Times in the 80s. He needed a manager, and he couldn't think of one because he needed someone he could trust, and he was gonna maybe do someone in the family." But he went with her because she watched me and my brother when we were young, and he knew he could count on her, and she was amazing. So he asked her if she would be his manager, and she said yes. And she was the manager from 82 to 2021, actually. Because then I said I took over. And how that worked was Debbie Dawn was the manager until the beginning of the summer 2021. She retired at the beginning of the summer in 2021, and then I took over her place, and then on July 24th in 2020, then my brother passed, and then I took ownership of Fun Times. But yeah, next picture. Oh, okay. Like I said, okay. So here's the 2021 picture, Fun Times. We had to retake one for 2021 since Debbie Dawn left. So here's my brother, and here I am. We did a thing kind of like the last photo that my brother did with Debbie Dawn. A little different, obviously, but still me and him together. So yeah. Here's the picture of me and Monica this year. So if you didn't know too, so here I am. Obviously, this is the guy you know right here. This is me for sure. You know him. This is what I look like now. So, and then this is Monica. She's my manager. And after I took over Fun Times, after my brother passed, obviously I was the manager before he passed. So obviously when he passed, I became owner, and I had to have a manager, so I had to get a manager. It took a little bit, but she came in for an interview, and she was amazing. Most amazing woman I've met. So obviously I had to hire her, and she's worked for me since 2021, around the ending of 2021, the summer of 2021, she's worked for me. So she's worked at Fun Times for a while now, some years, just like me. So yeah, and this was the photo we took together this year in 2023. So, pretty cool. So, Ville Family Industries. And you guys might know what this is because I've talked about it, because this is where I spend most of my time at when I'm not at Fun Times and I'm at work, though. Because what Ville Family Industries was, it was actually a company that my brother made because he wanted a place where managers and he could go and have an office. So it's pretty much a little office building. It's not that big. It's really kind of small, but it works. It's really nice, really. And this was actually taken this year. So, obviously me again. This is guy you know. This is Monica. You just saw her. This is Somerville, which I've talked about a little bit. And this is Emma. I think you've seen a picture of Emma before because you guys know who Ryder is, and Ryder is Emma's son. So here's Emma, this mom of Ryder. And this was just our picture for Ville Family Industries this year. And it's really just a place like me. Obviously, I'm an owner. I'm the owner of Fun Times. Summer is the owner of Ville Family Racing and City Square in Clarksville. And then me and Summer both, it's a 50-50 business. We both own Ville Family Industries together. And then Emma Drive is the manager of Ville Family Racing. So she's the manager. She works under Somerville, and then Monica works under me because she's my manager at Fun Times. And as you probably can tell, is we tried to do a thing, right? We all tried to wear red. I didn't do that good. I just put a suit on. I had a little bit of a red tie, but I just had a black suit on and a red tie, and they went full out. They all had red dresses on and wore red shoe, and they went way out. They all wore red lipstick and stuff. I just, the only thing I really had red on was my tie, but I think it still turned out, so good enough. Next photo, here's another picture of my dad and my brother. So this is my dad here, my brother. This was actually when they took over, when my, an interview with my brother and my dad, when he was taking over Fun Times. So he was in a wheelchair, but obviously he's just sitting in a chair for the interview, and they got the pipes out, like talking about how proud he is and stuff, and how he hopes he's gonna do a good job and stuff, and yeah. Next, okay, so this is my mom. Obviously, this was a more recent photo too. This one also was a while ago, because like 2020 picture. This one was a little more recent, I think. She was at a Italian restaurant. My mom. This is at Ville Family Industries, so you can kind of see a little bit of the inside. The kitchen. This is in the kitchen at Ville Family Industries. So here I am, and this is Emma. So we're just standing in the kitchen, and Summer came in and took a picture of us. My mom again at that Italian restaurant. She got a milkshake. My mom again at her favorite coffee place. Here's Emma again. This is her office. Really, so how it is there's really only 2 rooms that actually are separated with a wall. Because you walk in, the door's over around here. You come in, you're greeted by her, and then Monica's desk is over here. And then there's a wall to go into my office and Summer's office, and then back over here is the kitchen and stuff. There's not that much. There would be a lot more room, but then there's also a big hole in the floor that you look down into the bank, because we're above a bank. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, so this is her at her desk working, and I think Summer took the picture too, because she's just taking pictures of everyone. My mom at one of her last birthdays, she had fun with the cake, let's just say that. This is an example when I said my mom is in with, she does perform every once in a while, just not really at other places. She really only performs now at my talent show at Fun Times, and this was actually pretty recent. She dressed up as a cowgirl and she sang a country song. And this was Monica right here, dressed up all nice, always. She's always dressed up nice. And then here's my dad in the background, because every time they come, he's always with her, and he's always on stage in the back, though, kind of just up on stage in his wheelchair watching and stuff. So this was pretty fun. And then here is one, this was a little bit ago. This was like her one performance that she wasn't at Fun Times. It was a couple years ago. And I forgot where she was when she was singing here. You can see my dad. He's not in the mood for this right now, as you can see, if you can see his face. So yeah, and that's really it for that album. Obviously, like I said, it's not organized or anything. I have things that are organized. It was kind of just, I wanted to look at photos and remember some good times and stuff like that. Kind of talk to you guys a little bit about stuff. So I did do what I wanted to do, I guess. So yeah. And if you want more videos maybe like this, where I look at photos, or you want a video where I talk more about my mom or my brother or my dad or anyone else in the Ville family, let me know. And yeah, and I probably won't be posting a video tomorrow, which obviously you guys might already be wondering why I haven't been posting, because really for the past couple weeks I really haven't posted that much on my channel. If you've been watching Jeff's channel, he's been posting a lot, and I've been in a couple of those videos on his channel. I haven't really been posting on my channel that much lately, and I've been just not in a great place since coming up to my brother's death, and just not thinking right and stuff like that. So I probably won't be in a video tomorrow, doing a video anyway. I might post a video if I have a video that's already been made. But I can't think of one that's already been made, so I probably won't be doing that. And I don't know, there's a few videos I know that Jeff hasn't posted that we've did already. We've done weeks ago since he got back, and he still hasn't posted. So, like, unlike me, because you know, when I make my videos, I usually post them on the same day I filmed them, or a day after I filmed them. And Jeff posts some of his content like days after he filmed it, or weeks after he filmed it. So you really don't, with him, you don't know when it really happened. With me, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, because sometimes he does film it and then he posts it right away. Sometimes he doesn't, and he waits a long time before he posts it. But if I don't, I probably won't post a video. I probably will put something in the community tab, though, just heads up. So make sure you go check out my community tab on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, go check out my TikTok too. I might post something on my TikTok, just not a big video on my channel, though. I might end up posting a thing if I post something on my TikTok, I will post it here. And then just make sure you check out my community page tomorrow, because I will be probably posting something there too. So yeah, leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, like the video too, hit that subscribe button if you like this kind of content, and if you don't like this kind of content that I'm doing right now, go check out my other content, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.